Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In today's lecture, we will see some more practice questions based on area bounded by the curves. In the last lecture, we had covered some different types of questions. So in this lecture, we will start from practice question 1 and we will discuss till question number 5. These questions are basically new types of questions as compared to the last lectures. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that let fx is equal to x square, gx is equal to cos x, and hx is equal to f of gx. Then area bounded by the curve y is equal to hx, x axis y equal to hx, and x axis between x equal to x1 and x equal to x2, where x1, x2 are the roots of the equation 18x square minus 9 pi x plus pi square is equal to 0. So see, what we have to do, the hint of this question is first, x1, x2 are basically roots of this equation. So first we will try to find the values of x1 and x2, right? Values of x1 and x2. And after that, we try to calculate gx, which is f of, we will try to calculate hx, which is f of gx, right? After we calculate hx, we can calculate area under the curve hx dx, integration of hx dx from x1 to x2, right? And we know the value of x1, x2 by using this equation, okay? So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. As fx is equal to f of cos x, which is basically cos square x by using fx and gx. Therefore, and 18x square minus 9 8x plus pi square is equal to 0 can be written as 6x minus pi into 3x minus pi equal to 0. Therefore, the values of x1 and x2 are x1 is basically pi by 6 and x2 are basically pi by 3. Therefore, required area is integration of pi by 6 to pi by 3 cos square x dx. Right, and after integrating cos square x dx, how can we integrate? Cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, right? And in this way, you can integrate x square dx, cos square x dx, and limit is from pi by 3 to pi by 6 to pi by 3, and after we will put the limit, we will get the answer as pi by 12, right? So pi by 12 is right choice. Option A is right. Got it? Let's move to the next question. Question number 2, which says that the area bounded by fx is equal to minimum of mod x minus 1, mod x plus 1 in the interval minus 1 to 1 and x axis is. So what will be area bounded by the curve? So the hint of this question is we will first try to draw the graph of this function, these three functions, right? And in the interval minus 1 to 1, we will try to see whether which function is attaining minimum value, that is mod x or mod x minus 1 or mod x plus 1, right? And that will be the graph of the curve in the required interval. So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. As we can draw the graph of y is equal to mod x. This is the graph of y equal to mod x. Graph of mod x plus 1. Graph of mod x plus 1 is this one. And graph of mod x minus 1 is this one, right? This one. And since we have to take interval from minus 1 to 1, we draw the graph from interval minus 1 to 1. And we basically have to see which function is basically minimum in the given interval, okay? So by doing all the observations, you can easily observe that we have to basically calculate area of this shaded portion, okay? This shaded portion. Since fx is equal to minimum of mod x minus 1 and mod x plus 1, right? Therefore, required area will be the area of this shaded region. and the shaded region is basically symmetric about the y-axis, right? So we can first we can find the area of one region and multiply it by 2, right? Therefore required area is 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 into 1 by 2, 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 into 1 by 2. Therefore it is equal to 1 by 2 square unit, right? 1 by 2 square unit. Got it? So option D is the right choice. Option D is the right choice. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3, which says a point P x y moves in such a way that greatest integer function of mod x plus greatest integer function of mod y is equal to 1, where where this box is called greatest integer function. Therefore, we have to basically find area of the region representing all possible values of the point P is equal to. Okay, so the hint of this question is we will first see whether the greatest integer function of mod x plus greatest integer function of mod y is the variation of greatest integer function of mod x plus greatest integer function of mod y is equal to 1. So first we will try to draw the graph of this curve, or we'll try to break this curve in a piecewise function. Okay, and after that we can try to basically analyze this function. Okay, so you have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. As the point P basically moves in such a way that mod x plus mod y, greatest integer function of mod x plus greatest integer function of mod y is 1. Right, see, if greatest integer function of mod x plus greatest integer function of mod y is equal to 1, then there can be two possibilities. One possibility is either greatest integer function of, since C, the value of this is integer and this is also integer, right? So there can be two values. One is when greatest integer function of mod x is 1 and greatest integer function of mod y is 0. And another possibility is when greatest integer function of mod x is 0 and greatest integer function of mod y is 1, right? So there should be two possibilities. One, greatest integer function of mod x is 1 and greatest integer function of mod y is basically 0. Or second possibility is greatest integer function of mod x is 0 and greatest integer function of mod y is equal to 1. So for the first case, when greatest integer function of mod x is equal to 1, therefore mod x must be between 1 to 2. And greatest integer function of mod y is 0, therefore mod y is between 0 to 1. Clear? And second possibility, when greatest integer function of mod x is 0, therefore mod x is between 0 to 1. And when greatest integer function of mod y is basically 1, then mod y is basically from 1 to 2, right? Therefore, from the two intervals, by comparing two intervals, we can easily compute that x belongs to minus 2 to minus 1 union 1 to 2, right? And y belongs to minus 1 to 1. Or by the second case, x belongs to minus 1 to 1 and y belongs to minus 2 to minus 1 union 1 to 2, right? So by using these two cases, you can easily conclude that we basically have to find the area of these shaded regions, right? Shaded regions. Clear? Because see, x is between minus 2 to minus 1. See, minus 2 to minus 1. X is between minus 2 to minus 1. Minus 2 to minus 1. Union 1 to 2. Union 1 to 2, right? Union 1 to 2. And y is between minus 1 to 1. That is, y is between, this is minus 1. Y is between minus 1 to 1, right? Clear? Minus 1 to 1. Or this region. Clear? Therefore, this area is basically included. Clear? Or case 2 says that x is between minus 1 to 1. X is between minus 1 to 1. That means x should be between minus 1 to 1, minus 1 to 1, or minus 1 to 1. And y between minus 2 to minus 1. Y is between minus 2 to minus 1. That is this minus 2 to minus 1, minus 2 to minus 1. Union 1 to 2. Union 1 to 2. That is 1 to 2. Right? So Therefore, these shaded regions area basically we have to find. Clear? Got it? So, what will be area of this shaded region? These all these are all portions are basically square of side basically 1 unit, right? Side 1 unit. Therefore, how many squares are there? How many squares you can basically see? How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 squares, right? So area will be 8 into 1 into 1. Clear? Therefore, required area will be 8 square unit, right? Required area will be 8 square unit. Therefore, option A is right choice. A is the right choice. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4, which says that the area bounded by the curves x y square is equal to 4 times 2 minus x and y axis. So what we can do, see the hint of this question is we will first find the value of first find the function of y in terms of x, and we'll try to draw the graph. Clear? Try to draw the graph, and if drawing graph is not possible, then we can basically see from which point to which point we have to integrate to calculate the area. Okay, to calculate the area. So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. C. In the equation of the curve xy square is equal to 4 times 2 minus x. The degree of y is even, right? Degree of y is even. Therefore, the curve is symmetrical about the x-axis, right? The curve should be symmetrical about the x-axis. And x lies between 0 to 2. X lies between 0 to 2. From this equation of curve, you can see that x lies between 0 to 2, right? Because y square is equal to basically 4 into 2 minus x upon x. And since it is y square, it is greater than equal to 0. Clear? Therefore, uh, therefore therefore x basically lies between 0 to 2, right? By using sign convention. Therefore, the area bounded by the curve. Therefore, the area bounded by the curve and the y-axis is basically 2 times integration of 0 to 2 y dx. Integration of 0 to 2 y dx. Okay. And y is basically root over 4 into 2 minus x upon x. Y is equal to root over 4 into 2 minus x upon x. Therefore, 2 times integration of 0 to 2 y dx is equal to 2 integration of 0 to 2 root over 2 minus x upon x dx. 4 times integration of 0 to 2 root over 2 minus x upon x dx. Therefore, put x is equal to 2 sine square theta. Put x is equal to 2 sine square theta. Therefore, dx is equal to 4 sine theta into cos theta d theta, right? Dx is equal to 4 sine theta cos theta d theta. Therefore, required area is 4 into integration of 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. Because see, we have taken x is equal to 2 sine square theta. When x is 0, theta is 0. And when x is 2, theta is basically pi by 2 because sine theta is 1. Therefore, required area is 4 times 0 to pi by 2. Root over, by putting the value of x as 2 sine square theta, we will get root over 2 minus 2 sine square theta upon 2 sine square theta into, and we will put dx as 4 sine theta into cos theta d theta, which is equal to 4 sine theta into cos theta d theta. Therefore, required area is basically 8 times integration of 0 to pi by 2 cos square theta d theta, which is equal to 8 times integration of 0 to pi by 2, and 2 cos square theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta d theta, right? 1 plus cos 2 theta. Therefore, 8 times integration of 1 plus cos 2 theta is basically theta plus sine 2 theta by 2, right? And limit is from 0 to pi by 2. By putting the limit from 0 to pi by 2, we got the area is 8 times pi by 2 plus 0 minus 0, which is equal to mm, 4 pi. Got it? Therefore, area should be 4 pi. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 5, which says that the area of the region R is equal to xy such that mod x less than equal to mod y and x square plus y square is less than equal to 1 is. So again, the hint of this question is you will try to draw the graph of mod x less than equal to mod y, or x square plus y square less than equal to 1. The x square plus y square less than equal to 1 represents we have to basically calculate area inside the circle having center 0, 0 and radius 1 unit, right? And mod y less than equal to mod x less than equal to mod y, we can draw the graph. Okay, and we can easily try to observe or analyze the values where we have to integrate from which interval to which interval, or we have to take care of geometrical interpretation to calculate the area. Okay, so in this way you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. C. You can see this curve. This curve is basically, while drawing the graph of mod x less than equal to mod x less than equal to mod y. So the curve is basically x is equal to plus minus y, right? So x equal to plus minus y. So first we can draw the graph of y equal to x and y equal to minus x, right? And we can draw the graph of y x square plus y square equal to 1. And the area of this region, we have to basically find area of this shaded region, right? Area of this shaded region, got it? Right. Therefore, required area is the area of shaded region, which is 4 times the area of shaded region in the first quadrant, right? So if we calculate the area of this region in the first quadrant, if we calculate the area of this region, then all the four regions are basically symmetric. So if we calculate area of one region, then we can easily take 4 times of that, 4 times of the area of that region, and we will easily get the answer. Okay. Therefore, required area is equal to 4 times area of the shaded region, the first quadrant, which is equal to see shaded region is basically x is between 0 to 1 by root 2, and y is also between 0 to 1 by root 2, right? Therefore, area will be 4 times 0 to 1 by root 2, y1 minus y2 dx, right? And what is y1 minus y1 is basically this curve, that is circle, which is basically root over 1 minus x square, and y2 is basically y-axis, which is basically y2 is basically not y-axis, this line y equal to x, this line y equal to x, right? Therefore, minus x dx. So after calculating the integration, we can the formula of this integration of root over a square minus x square, which after calculation you will get 4 times 1 by 2 x root over 1 minus x square plus 1 by 2 sin inverse x minus x square by 2, and we can put the limit from 0 to 1 by root 2, right? 0 to 1 by root 2. After putting the limits, we will get 4 times 1 by 2 root 2 into 1 by root 2 plus 1 by 2 into pi by 4 minus 1 by 4, right? Minus 1 by 4, which after solving and simplification you will get answer as pi by 2, right? You will get answer as pi by 2. Okay, therefore option C is the right choice, pi by 2. Option C, pi by 2 is the right choice, pi by 2 square unit. Okay. So in this way, we have solved different types of questions from the concept area bounded by the curve. Hope you understood the concept, and hope you understood how to apply the concepts in the questions, right? And hope you liked the lecture. Okay. Thank you so much.